Hey guys, this week's devotional is actually going to be a little bit different. Instead of doing the devotionals that we have been doing like the last couple of weeks, we're actually just going to have a verse of the week, and we're going to talk about why it's the verse of the week, and then I'm actually going to talk about a different subject. So to begin, our verse of the week this week is Deuteronomy 25. Then the officers shall speak to the people, saying, Is there any man who has built a new house and has not dedicated it? Let him go back to his house, lest he die in the battle and another man dedicate it. So basically, I kind of wanted to make this verse more relative to our bodies. Have you actually dedicated yourself to this journey? Have every step of the way asked yourself, should I be doing this? Should I be eating this? Is this what's beneficial for myself? Is this what's beneficial for my body in this journey? You need to be 100% dedicated in this journey. And if you're not, the only person you're cheating is yourself in the end. If you want to reach these goals that you've made for yourself, if you're making the decisions that you know are going against your final goal, the only person you're cheating is yourself. And that's why Deuteronomy 25 is our verse of the week this week. So now that we have that over with, we are going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to talk about something called TDEE, what it means and how you calculate it. So this information I'm taking directly from caliberstrong.com, and I will link the information in the description below. But basically, we're going to go over this really quick. This is what I have been doing, and I think that it's really important for everyone because it really specializes just how many calories you should be eating for your age, your weight, your height, and how active you are in your daily lives. So TDEE stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure, and it is the total number of calories that your body is burning each day, and by extension, the numbers of calories that you need to eat each day to either maintain your weight or to lose weight or maybe even gain weight. It's sometimes also referred to as maintenance calorie intake. So knowing this is actually extremely useful when you're trying to determine how many calories you have to need when you're cutting weight or when you're trying to gain weight or muscle. So the things that make up your TDEE in all aspects, it's your BMR, which is your basic metabolic rate. This is the energy that your body needs to maintain its most basic functions. So this would be breathing, keeping your heart beating. So this would be like if you just laid in bed all day, this would be the calories that you would burn, just your body doing its processes. So your organs doing what they need to do to keep you alive. So next, your TDEE factors in your daily activity levels, which includes any exercises you do. So weightlifting, cardio, walking, running, any kind of additional exercise you may do in your daily lives. So this would include, for me, the swimming that I do on a daily amount. So in addition to these two separate things, your total daily energy expenditure also includes energy costs that can be attributed to the thermic effect of food, or TEF, and it's just the amount of energy that your body requires to digest and process the different foods that you eat. Finally, TDEE also includes something called NEAT, or NEAT, and that stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is the energy that you use fidgeting, pacing, walking around your house, cooking a meal, things that aren't considered exercise, but it's also not considered resting. In the description, I have provided a link for you guys to go ahead and calculate your own TDEE. And I will throw up an example of what mine is on the screen. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. So the TDEE just gives you a basic idea of how many calories overall your body is burning a day. And I would recommend to eat anywhere from 500 to 1,000 calories less than your TDEE. So as you can see on the screen, my TDEE is 2,772 calories per day. This isn't exact because this is just kind of a generic formula. So I am using the Mifflin St. George formula down towards the bottom where you can see the BMR estimation formula. If you use the body fat percentage one, it's a little bit more accurate. I don't know my exact body fat percentage, but if you have a way to calculate your body fat one, I would recommend to use that, because as you can see, I estimated my body fat was about 51%. And it put me about at 1,700 calories a day, which is what I currently am eating. And it is recommended that every time you lose 5 pounds, you go ahead and redo this formula and see what it gives you. So I'm eating on, it says extreme weight loss, which is 2 pounds per week formula. That's still doctor recommended, that's still healthy, to lose 2 pounds a week. If you're losing more than 2 pounds a week, you either want to talk to a doctor to make sure that what you're doing is healthy, or you want to recalculate the formula to make sure that you did it correctly, just because we don't want anybody to be doing an unhealthy weight loss in here. We don't want any crash diets where you're going to lose a bunch of weight and then as soon as this course is over, you're going to gain it back. But this is an extremely helpful formula because it really lays out how many calories I can eat in a week, in a day, and still lose weight. So if I'm eating more than probably 2,500 calories a day, I'm not going to lose any weight and I'm not going to see any weight loss. And depending on if I eat way over that, I'm only going to see weight gain. I'm not going to see any other thing than either weight gain or maintenance. So it's really important to make sure that you're keeping an eye on your calories. And if you're eating more than what your body is allowing you to eat, you can actually gain weight or just maintain your weight and not lose anything at all. So for the people in this group who are maintaining weight, this might be helpful to give you an idea of how many calories you can eat. And it's just a rough estimate. You might have to do some kind of, tests to see. So maybe at 2,000 calories, you're actually maintaining your weight or gaining weight. Then go ahead and reduce it by 100 or 200 calories. And then do that for about a week and see what happens. And then if you're losing weight, then you're good. You have an idea of where you're at. Just because this is a generic formula, it's not 100% accurate all the time. Body fat percentage is more accurate than just the regular formula. So I really hope that this helps give you guys an idea on why it is so important to track your calories and why it's so important to make sure that you note every single thing that you're putting in your body. So whether it's the butter from cooking to the salt that you're sprinkling on your food, just make sure you're tracking everything if you really want to see those results. Because if not, you're not going to be being 100% honest with yourself. You're not going to be seeing things updated. If you don't already have it, I would recommend getting MyFitnessPal. It is so helpful. And that way, if you're handwriting everything, it really makes it a lot easier because you can scan barcodes into MyFitnessPal and it'll put a serving size in there. That's what I use. That's what a couple other people in this group use, and it's really awesome. So I really hope that these tips have helped you guys, and I really hope that you take what I've said this week to heart, because it is so important that you guys are being honest with yourselves and that you're actually keeping track. You can count carbs if you're doing that. You can count protein. You can do your macros, whatever works for you guys. But at the heart of it, you have to be counting your calories, because you can eat 20 carbs in a day, but that could be over 3,000 calories. And you're not seeing any weight loss because of that. So just really make sure that you're keeping an eye on your overall calories. And once again, if you have questions, please reach out to me. And I hope that this was helpful for you all. The quote that I want to leave you guys with today is, you can run off a couple extra calories, but you can't outrun a bad diet. So if you're eating overeating way too much food. You can exercise a little bit and it might counteract a little bit, but if you're overeating and eating unhealthy all the time, high calorie meals, you can't outrun that. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's devotional. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscription button and the notification bell to be notified of any future postings. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.